if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
That's exactly what this is.
Maybe that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Welcome to the Venom and Smoke podcast. I'm your host, Mo Young, kicking it to you live. Let me bring in the Diabolical Hater and Doc Eric. Man.
Yo.
What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Cough on the intro. I was trying to hold it in.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Friday, everybody.
Don't call me Jalen Rose.
Oh, man. Everybody lucky to have a job now. We're gonna talk about that first. That ESPN firings. that was ridiculous.
That was a listen, there are some commentators on there that I could do without, but were other ones that were honestly good. Like I kind of enjoy listening to Steve Young.
Jeff Van Gundy.
Jeff Van Gundy, also another good one.
Then they got rid of Susie Colbert. I'm like, damn, she's been there. Jalen Rose. Keyshawn Johnson, Max Kellerman. I like Max Kellerman.
Yeah, I like Max Kellerman too. I want to know the reasoning behind it.
But you keep Stephen A. Smith with the biggest contract.
Because they got the mega contracts out there. There's mega contracts that they really can't deal with. And it brings me back to, I don't know if everybody recalls where they did the game show, where they found their next host by doing a game show series. And I forgot what the cat name was, but his expertise wound up being snowboarding. And they paid him this gonzo contract that they bit off way more than he could chew. Because, I mean, who's really tuning into ESPN and hear about snowboarding? He was knowledgeable about other stuff, but, I mean, it wasn't his bread and butter. Like, he was like, you know what? If it was football, like, I know about football, I'm not interested in football. It's just the way that the format was, he was very good at the game show.
McAfee. Yeah. But they got rid of Todd McShay, though. Todd McShay is a doggone. We look forward to him for the draft, though, man. That one hurt.
Yeah, that one didn't make sense. But I mean, probably I don't know how their contract situation is. I'm just thinking out loud. Perhaps they do it in quarters because of the job I work. There's different. Well, obviously, you know how years work. There's 4 quarters in a year, so maybe their quarters may work differently. I don't know, but perhaps they probably had to shift the books for this quarter. Perhaps it was at their time for getting audited because everybody has to get audited. You have to realize and figure out how your finances work. And it was like, you know what, we're kind of top heavy. So while we're not in football season or we don't really care about these other sports that these guys are, what their bread and butter is, we just got to, cut bait, got to cut some of the fat.
They cut a lot of the fat, though. Like I said, there's a couple of commentators and analysts on there that I actually enjoy listening to. And now who are they going to replace them with? You know what I'm saying? We're going to get more fucking Pat Bev. I don't want to see him on ESPN.
Telling me you don't even have to go in that conversation. Y'all know exactly what it was this time last year.
You get rid of Jalen Rose, but you keep Big Perk. You keep Perk. Like, so who's wrong?
A lot of those guys did double duty. Like, say for instance, we already know, football season is getting ready to kick off in the next 2 to 3 months. And for instance, you got mega contracts. I'm gonna use Greenberg for example. You're gonna have him do the morning show. You're gonna do his radio show, and then you're gonna wind up having a double header Monday night, and he's gonna have to be the late Monday night voice. And I mean, yeah, you may gave him this contract, this lucrative contract, but the man is only a man. Like, you got him working, what, 14 out of 24 hours in the day, because you got to prepare. You got to have all your notes together. You got to make sure that your team that's backing you up with, the statistics and what people want to hear together. And I mean, it's not him doing it all by himself, but he's, doing majority of the work. He's doing bulk of the work.
Right. I just look at it as they got rid of everybody that people like. Look like it. It looked like everybody somebody like, they got rid of it. The one I want to get rid of who makes the most money is Stephen A. Smith, because he just don't say. I know he's entertainment, but he really doesn't say anything of substance. If you really listen to his takes, he's wrong on every sport he covers. Like, he's just entertaining. He just
his controversy brings viewers.
But you're not, if you don't have anybody that bring controversy with, he just a loudmouth by himself. You need somebody who's knowledgeable to go up against him so his controversy can sell. But you're getting rid of all the people with the knowledge.
When him and Skip broke up, departed, that's what ruined the format for them. Y'all ruined what worked for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that Skip Bayless is a cancer. Nobody wants to work with him.
And Stephen A. is getting that same rep, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's starting to get that same rep.
Nah, yeah, it's been like that. Even, what's your girl name? Trying to think. Like, she calls him on the new girl that does the hosting responsibility. She works for for ABC as well. Well, clearly because
Malika Andrews.
Malika Andrews, call him on, but that relationship, she can't be on the show with the dude. So, I mean, I really don't know what to say about Stephen A. It's like things got to go his way, and when things don't go his way, he's going. He's ruining
ESPN. They're ruining it. Disney is ruining it.
He holds them to the fire. He'd be like, "Say, bro, if you want the money, people gonna pay to watch me." And if I'm not here, then you're going to have to put so much X amount of money into somebody else to get what I bring, or what I already bring to the table. And I think that's what he do. I think he's really taking that persona, like, so to speak, that heel role, and he's just working, he's just running it. What similar to what Roman Reigns did with what he talked about with the whole championship deal. He's like, it's the Tribal Chiefs contract. Y'all wish y'all could get this money and do my schedule. And that's what Stephen A is basically doing. Like, you wish you could get this money, but it's my schedule.
Well,
Yeah, but like most said, you got to have somebody for him to bounce off of. So, him and Perk bouncing off each other. There's every once in a while they might go at it, but I don't think it's going to be,
What's gotta be all that?
huh?
Well, Malika Andrews,
Izzy.
she's another Stephen A.
A
She is
female version.
Yeah, she's another Stephen A. That's why they don't get along.
Well,
yeah, but it's just the fact that ESPN used to be the sports show, like that was the sports show, like network. You didn't go to Fox Sports News. Nobody watched Fox Sports. Nobody.
Nope.
Nobody watched FS1 and all that stuff. Man, nobody watched that. Nobody watched anything but ESPN. You sit down, you let ESPN roll. Now, I barely watch ESPN. I'm being honest with you. If it ain't a basketball game, maybe a Monday Night Football game, I don't watch it. I really don't even watch their shows like that no more because it's like it's the same song and dance. Y'all used to have personalities that, I like this show. I like Dan Levatard. I like this show here. I like this, I could just watch it. Now I can't. I can't stomach it because Stephen A is on every damn thing. And then
one of the anchors stepped away. Stan Perez stepped away.
Yeah.
He out to do.
And the other one, his partner stepped away too. Both of them did.
Neil Everett too?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like it's bad, man. It's Monday Night Football and UFC. I don't know what ESPN is doing. I don't know if they're trying to save money to bring in Shannon Sharp. Maybe that could save them if they bring in Shannon Sharp. Because, he looking to work somewhere else since he left FS1.
Right.
Maybe they're going to throw the bag at Shannon. That's why they had to cut the fat.
Yeah, but that's a lot of fat. That's a lot of fat to cut. So you're going to give Shannon Sharp a big contract like that?
Yeah, he's worked it. He'll bring eyes. Him across Stephen A. would be better than
that's just like having him on the other show.
Yeah, but the other show was making bank. That's why you don't even see the other show on anymore. They're trying to find somebody to replace Shannon Sharp. That's why it's not even on because they can't find nobody.
I think they know due to the fact that we all know what Fox is getting ready to do. Fox is getting ready to throw the bag at Tom Brady next year. So they probably, they're prepping him, getting him, okay, what's your mind like? And, they probably doing runs at, I don't know, maybe high school football games or whatever. Be like, okay, this is what you're going to do when you get on, whatever. But he's going to draw, he's going to draw eyes and viewers, people clicking their TV just to see how he handles that side of football. And also, I think they kind of learned from NBC and Drew Brees. It's like, say, bro, you can't do what he did. So they're going to give him the money and give him all the tools that he needs. And ESPN is like, you know what? We're going to have to battle that as well. You got this new bargaining agreement with the NFL that you're going to have the NFL for a number of years, and you're going to have some kind of viewership. So you want somebody that's going to draw, that's just going to be work, like, hey, we're just going to throw you this money, and you working these 18 plus games, whatever the case may be for football, because football is going to be the big draw. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. NFL is going to be the draw for that network. So it could be NFL, it could be college, but they're going to incorporate all of that.
Right.
And they I guess they set up the roster right now and be like, hey, basketball ain't going to cut it. We good on basketball with Malika and Stephen A. And we're just going to run with it like that and let them, demolish whomever will come in. sacrificial lambs to whoever gonna come in, and we gonna put it all, and we'll slide these chips in for our big name.
I'm like this though, but your cash cow also could be, the NBA primetime games that people watch. Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, and Stan Van Gundy. I mean, not Stan. I mean Jeff Van Gundy. You cut somebody out that people likes to hear. I'm like, I understand the other ones, but why did you cut Jeff? And if you put the wrong person with those other two, it's gonna throw the whole thing off. Like certain groups you don't break up. Don't break up the people at TNT. See, they ain't breaking them that core up. ESPN had
they already got their format. Their format is set.
Yeah, their format set.
They're not touching it.
Yeah, and I'm like, this the same thing was good for the NBA on ESPN. You don't touch that format. It was a set format that people they were engaging enough to keep you engaged with the game. Now, if you go in there and you bring somebody in there like Chris Webber, God Lord, he was horrible. Like Reggie Miller or somebody like that who's not charismatic enough, man, it won't work. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get Todd McShay. Why you cut him? Him and Mel Kiper made the draft exciting because they used to fuss with each other. Todd. That's all you used to hear. And like, you cut that. So now I'm really not interested in hearing Mel Kiper talk about the draft by himself or talk with Matthew Berry. All he is a fantasy guy. He's a regular guy like us that knows about fantasy football. He don't do shit else but fantasy football. You can't put him in there. I'm like, you didn't cut Matthew Berry. All he does is fantasy football. Like, dude, you could get any guy who studies the trends of fantasy football to do what Matthew Berry does. Like, let's be real. All you gotta do is study players.
But
we can go there. Same thing. We can really look at the players.
That's exactly what's hot now. What's hot now is fantasy football and people running numbers. And we spoke about it, I want to say this time last year as well. Like you can configure numbers to read whatever metric you want to read. Yeah. Like if you take a sample size and be like, okay, who's top 3 receivers in this game today? You can say Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase. And you'd be like, well, yeah, they seem glorious. They're going everybody else in comparison. If you just doing it by sheer numbers or being like, okay, they top 3, this, that, and the third, of course, everybody else is going to look like dog-ish. But if you put in everything, then it's going to be like, okay, cool. Now we got this even playing field. And it's just what it is right now. It's like you could jigger numbers. You could jigger in the numbers to what you want to fit. Like it's got to fit in this box, and that's what you're trying to put it in.
It's just hard. It's definitely hard to find somebody that's knowledgeable about the sport, but also can keep you engaged to wanting to come back to watch that show. You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned Tom Brady. I honestly think that Fox is going to be wasting their money because he's probably has the personality of a paper bag. I don't think he's going to keep people coming back to a show. In the beginning, yes, because everybody's like, this is a nice new shiny toy, Tom Brady, part of Fox. But if he can't grab your attention, they wasted their money. They're not going to get nothing back. So with ESPN cutting all these people, they better find somebody, the replacements knowledgeable with the sport, but also keeping you engaged in the.
Oh, what up, D? What up, man?
Talking to town, ask around. What's going on?
What up, man? It's just I get that, Jay. It's just, man. It's just you just can't get. ESPN is going to hell, man. I'm gonna just say it's going to hell, man. Because you're gonna tell me you got some young people that we never heard of that's gonna come up there and be engaging. They're gonna keep our attention. Because you notice the average attention span is not long. It's not.
It's not. But here's the thing. So when they run their talent ragged like that, and I fall victim to it. I'm gonna say, for instance, when I watch Get Up, because I like Get Up. I'm not even going.
Yeah, I like Get Up too.
I like Get Up, and when Mike is not on there and your boy is hosting, then I'm like, okay, I'm engaged. But when they move it to what's your boy that's always going against Himbo and always slaughtering Himbo? Trying to think of his name off the top of my head. But when that guy is in it, I know he's serviceable, but I'm not engaged with the show like I would with Mike hosting or his alternate when Mike gotta, do his rest day off, whatever the case is.
Right.
So you got to give the young guns a chance, because think back with a young Stuart Scott. I'm pretty sure, he was just waiting for his chance. When he got out there, he made it shine. Like, he literally made it his own. Like, I can't recall a night where I wasn't tuning in the Sports Center and not listening to that dude's voice, because, I mean, he was just, damn, bro. Like, it was the perfect flow. Like, the highlights matched the voice, matched the enthusiasm, and matched the charisma. I'm like, say, bro, I can literally watch this over and over again. And I'm going to use an example. I'm going to flash back. My wife even goes up when it was the apartment days. She's like, how can you watch this over and over and over again? It's like literally watching the same highlight. I'm like, say, baby, because it literally feels like it's engaging as the game was. It's like, I know this part's coming up, but damn if I'm not that interested in it. Hopefully they got a plan where they do have talent like that can just come up and, grab your attention like that. Because they only focus on maybe 3 subjects at best: Lakers, Cowboys, LeBron.
Tom Brady was it, but it's gone now.
And maybe whatever headline is going on currently. Like, hey, bro, you could only talk about it for so long. Okay, Jerry Jones said that the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs. Cool. How do you make that last 4 months, 5 months? I'm tired of it taking over my summer. The Lakers. Okay. The Lakers are a prominent basketball team. There are 29 other teams in this league. You telling me nobody else is worth talking about?
ESPN is making some crazy moves, but I do believe in giving young guys. Yeah, if the young guys are ready. See, now if you put a young guy there, that's like in the sport. That's like if you put a rookie out there who ain't ready, they're going to get ate up alive. And then you're not going to get that rookie. Yeah, like if they come out there like Brock Purdy, that's great. If they come out there like Jamarcus Russell, then I mean,
you could have said Zach Wilson.
No.
Or Zach Wilson. If they come out there like that, you're just like, I pass.
We straight on that.
I'm all about giving a young guy a chance.
We're gonna ride with this old horse. We're gonna ride with Joe Flacco.
I think what they need to do when they do a situation where you're saying give the young guys a chance, let them come in and do sit in. Have them come and do a couple of shows and see if the chemistry is there, because you got to have chemistry if you're co-hosting with somebody. You can't just expect somebody to be put in there and be, great. Yep. It's not going to happen.
That's the best way they can do it. But we don't know with ESPN. ESPN might do a thing and overpay for some other people. Like, we don't know which way they're going with these moves. And it's just like, I hate it because ESPN was a staple in my household. That's all we had on was ESPN. And it's a shame that I rarely watch it now. It's ever since Disney bought it, it's been to shit.
I'm not even gonna blame Disney. Like, because money have to move. That's how our economy is what it is. Money has to move. But the thing about it now, everybody
was when they were assembled.
Everybody has a product, and I'm a movie guy, and y'all can dog me for it. I don't care. But there's a line in The Incredibles. That's my movie, The Incredibles. Dude said, with everybody being super, no one will be. And that's pretty much what's going on with everything having something. There's streaming services. There's, platforms where people just put out a product and don't put nothing behind it. Like they're just out there just for the sake of being out there. Oh, there's something to do. Like there's so many things. You look up cable right now, you're going to look up different packages. Packages is going to be basic channels 1 through 100. Then it's going to have a middle package. It's going to be, 1 through 200. And then a deluxe package was going to be like 1 through 900 or whatever. Like it's going to have something. It's going to be something somewhere taking up time. And you're like, man, how can I get to everything? And then you're going to be in it. You're going to be like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to try to binge this. And then you find it out. It's just air. It's just white noise. It's just something that no one put no enthusiasm to. No one cared about it. We just got it out there for airtime for the mere fact that I have the ability to do it. And the staples are having to combat that. You're like, say, man, like, I don't want to have just air on, but at the same time, with these prime hours, I gotta come with it. And I don't want your prime time attention hours being taken away from me. I.e., let's say, I don't know, let's use a streaming service. Since I'm talking about Disney, let's use Disney. And whatever hot show they may have, whatever they're going to combat your time with, like a mini series. I don't know. I'll use Mandalorian. Mandalorian is going to come on for 7 o'clock, but 7 o'clock, that's primetime Monday Night Football hours. What I got to do to combat that? Like, they're going to watch football, but at the same time, if they just got it out there and it's just silence. And there was a time, like, for instance, when the Bills game, hearts out to Hamlin, but when there was just nothing going on, and they're like, hey, we'll be back. We don't know when we'll be back. It's like, man, what were we doing here? Flick off. Now I'm into that Mandalorian show, or I'm on NBC. I might be on Law and Order. I might be on whatever primetime show is on, Grey's Anatomy. I don't know, whatever. But then I lost that viewership because although it's football, I ain't got nothing that's drawing me to it. Be like, damn, like a voice like Madden be like, damn, boy, like his voice matched what happened. Instead of, oh, he broke loose. He's going to the 5. Touchdown. Oh, boy. Yeah. It's so dry. Like, what? Like he did something spectacular, but I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, you got to engage your audience. And if you don't find somebody that's going to bring enthusiasm to that, let's say, like you said, he's at the 5, touchdown, and it sounds like, dry, it's not going to work. So you got to make sure when you're putting whatever it is that ESPN is doing, they need to do like a test show to make sure that there's going to be chemistry between these people. Like I understand, everybody wants Shannon Sharp or, to maybe go with Stephen A. Smith. But to me, that would be just like watching the old show he was on, because he's going to talk about LeBron, and Stephen A. Smith is going to kill him about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So to me, yeah, I would give him his own show if you're going to do something like that. I wouldn't add him to an already established show, because he has a personality that's engaging. Stephen A. Smith has a personality that's engaging. Just get somebody else to sit with them if you're going to do something like that and give them their own, and give Shannon Sharp a show. ESPN, I watched ESPN since I was a kid. From 6, sometimes 7 o'clock in the morning, Sports Center, like Mo said, watching it over and over and over again. People are like, what are you doing? Didn't you just see that? But yeah, the reporters on that show were so knowledgeable and were able to keep your attention, you wanted to see it again. And I think that they'll end up killing ESPN unless they get the right people matched together.
Yeah, but I think ESPN gonna do what they always do. They're gonna get a big name. They're gonna put on with Stephen A. Smith. That's what they do. Every time lately, that's their formula. Every big name we bring in, put on with Stephen A. Smith. So what? They did Undisputed. Undisputed was successful. Let's put Shannon with Stephen A. Smith. So we can, yeah, just have him be there. You know, that's what they're gonna do. And like I said, Disney, since Disney bought it, it's surely been chipping away at what made ESPN great.
Well, Disney's made up of a board, and I really hope they have, you know, plans that's out there that kind of gauges what the audience we think. Definitely, Izzy, you right about that. That's you, huh?
Emmanuel Acho's at FS1. He left FS1, so he's probably not going to go back to FS1.
Yeah, I don't know about the Acho situation.
Even though I would like to see that. I would actually like to see that.
I would not.
I just think because I just think because Shannon got it. It would be entertaining. I'll tell you that. It would be entertaining as fuck. But at least on Acho's show, they talk about different things. They don't just talk about Cowboys. They don't just talk about Lakers. They just don't talk about LeBron or Tom Brady. They talk about other topics on Acho's show. So I would love to see him talk about other topics other than LeBron and
what I think they need to do to kind of finish my thought is I think they need to collaborate with the other shows. For instance, I liked when the college voices mixed with the professional voices. When they had Dick Vitale doing the NBA and those who did the NBA ran and did college. Like when they mixed it up, I was like, okay, this is cool. This is something where it had my attention where, okay, will they do this again soon? And then it had me to a point where I got to see, you know, their other hosts and their other talent. I.e., I didn't even know about Kari Champion until I have no idea. I think she was on a Sports Center show. And then come to find out, she was the host, or at the then time, she was hosting, helping with the hosting responsibilities with First Take. And I'm like, man, like she's, you know, like her voice matches, like she's really engaging, like she knows her stuff. And the same with Michael Smith. When Michael Smith was just a regular on the name of the show and skipped my mind just that fast. But when he was on that show, I was like, man, like this dude knows his stuff. And he had an opportunity. Like him and Jamel Hill had their show. And I was engaged in their show. Like their show spoke to our demographic. And it wasn't always just sports. It was like stuff that related to us in a way where we can get away from it. It's like, okay, we standing on this. Like now we have the world's attention. This is our space. This is our opportunity to voice what our concerns are, what concerns minorities and in our lives and our communities, you know? So all to say, there's talent out there, and it don't have to just be the names that we know of. Like, we didn't know these names at first. At one point or another, they got our attention some way, somehow. And you're going to have to rely on finding that back.
I don't want to. Well, I could see it, but it'll be just like when he was on First Take.
That's not happening.
I'll put it this way. It's just like him going to be in on First Take, which was when First Take was kind of on upswing when he was on there going against somebody who's saying crazy stuff. But I don't know if they're going to get Max Kellerman. Yeah, His and Her was it. The dope. That was it called. But let's talk about the NBA free agency stuff. There's a lot going on. My phone been buzzing left and right. I feel like I'm Woj right now. I've been buzzing left and right.
At least you're getting notifications.
Seth Curry just went to the Mavericks. That just came through. But the deal of the day, man, the damn Rockets overpaying for Fred VanVleet. I'm sorry, he overpaid. 3 years, 130.
They gave Draymond 4 years, 100.
Yeah, the Rockets. I mean, okay. Like they had to get rid of that money. That's how the CBA is. They have to spend money. But shit, 3 years, 130. Fred VanVleet, I don't know. I don't know if he's worth 3 years, 130. Now he might be worth 5 years, 130, but 3 years, 130. I mean, I would have to see how the contract is shaking out. But Kyrie also stays with the Mavericks for 3 years, 126. So technically, Fred VanVleet is getting paid more than Kyrie Irving. But
well, the Kyrie news, it shouldn't be so much of breaking news. He was expected that he would stay there. And from my understanding, that's where he would like to spend the rest of his career, be it, 1 year, be it multiple years.
Luka's not staying. That lets me know right there. Luka's gone.
Well, who knows? I don't know how that works. I have no inner workings with Dallas and how they try to keep their talent.
It doesn't work. It doesn't fit. Like, they don't fit. They both don't play great defense. And I'm like, I'd have let Kyrie go. Let's be honest with you. I know they traded people for him, but Luka's game took a step back.
It was a knee-jerk reaction to losing Brunson.
Yeah, now, that was the dumbest thing that the Mavericks did was lose Brunson.
They kicked themselves daily about it.
Thank you.
The contract that they're giving Kyrie Irving is what Brunson was asking for. Like, you had the dude that fit with Luka. All you had to do was get a couple more defensive stoppers.
They kicked themselves daily about it.
Kyrie Irving, he's best with people that can cover his weaknesses. And they almost, I'm not going to say they're the same player because Luka is, a little bit more physical and a better playmaker than me than Kyrie Irving. But you get what I'm saying? This is an offensive-minded player. Like, they're good on the offensive floor, but the defense is where they're losing. Like, you can score 130, but if you're giving up 150, does it matter?
I mean,
and that's how they lost.
NBA, who sees defense anymore?
I'm just saying, you got to stop something. You got to stop somebody, man. At least once, you got to stop somebody.
You got to do something. But no one's doing that. I really don't know. The climate of the NBA is just really weird, and I don't know. Like, I'm having a hard time being a fan of the NBA right now.
Put it this way, the Wizards had no choice. Nobody's coming there. Not with that roster they had. So they have to pay. They had to overpay for Kuzma too. It's crazy. Like, and then like I'm in these Pistons group. I know we got Joe Harris. Okay, we got that for next year. So we got an expiring contract for next year. That's why we picked that up. Because next year is a better free agency crop. This year free agency sucks. There's nobody in there to pay money for this year. Like, you're gonna go all in for. No, you got to play for next year because everybody, Kyrie Irving, he was gonna stay. Draymond was gonna stay. All the big names were gonna stay. Now we got to see what James Harden gonna do now that Houston has spent money on Fred VanVleet because they were saying James Harden picked up his option so he can get traded. And I'm getting tired of his shit. Like,
there's buzzings about him with
every year though. He's getting traded every year. Look, it's time to stop making it hard and have these excuses. Like we make up. I hear a lot of Harden apologists. No, yeah. I'm like he quits when it gets hard. Like I keep saying that he quits when it gets hard. And I'm like, instead of developing the team with Embiid and Maxey, he should be a third option on that team, not a second option. He should be a third option on that team Because to me, Maxey right now is better than he is. You better watch Tyrese Maxey. That dude's there star in the making.
I honestly believe he's living on his his MVP clout. When he got the MVP, and it was deserved.
He was.
It's like he's been living on that ever since. I haven't seen Harden at that level since. Like ever since he got there and they, conformed the rules to where it wasn't beneficial to him. I would like to call it the Wade rule, where the instant contact, hey, line, can't touch him like that. And he's like, you know what? No one gets the physicality more than I do. And that could be an argument. I think you could find at least one guy on the 29 other teams who can make that same argument. And you still got to play ball. You still got to hoop. Like, you have to make it worth it. Okay, the Sixers, y'all were slanted for the finals. You had everything. You trust the process. Embiid's out here playing out of his mind, trying to get these MVP numbers. Got MVP. You were on the brink of getting to, a conference finals. And then it's like, well, we ran out of gas.
I know one thing, if Philly does
I didn't have enough help.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
I'm not here to criticize, but again, ultimately you got to hoop. It comes down to hooping, man. Like, you either I'm going back to the movies. You either, die the villain, what Two-Face said? I'm trying to think.
He said either you live alone. I say, so the thing is, like, I forgot. It's like
I'm trying to think of it too.
Yourself become a villain. Either you die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Become a villain, something like that line. Like,
yeah,
but hey man, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do out here. Yeah, that's what you have to do out here, and y'all not doing it.
Well, he's been a villain in my eyes. He's been a damn villain because he always disappeared in the playoffs. My thing is, as a superstar, I don't look at your regular season. I could give two shits about what you do in the regular season if you're called a superstar. Now, if you're a star, your regular season stuff matters. But if you're a superstar, I need you when it's championship time. And Harden always comes up small. He comes up this small every playoff series. Every playoff series that matter. Think about it. When he's with the damn Rockets, they had the Warriors on the road 3-1. What did he do?
You're a villain, bro. You got to go and kick tail, man. It's got to be a story where you got your boot on their neck and you pressing down, man. Yeah, and
he choked.
Hey, you can't come up short. It's not gonna be popular. Like, I don't care if you win dirty. I don't care if it's not pretty. Like, somebody want to come up and have this Jordan-esque last shot. It was crisp. Everybody had their cameras on. Say, bro, I don't care. Like, get to the foul line. Do something where it's just, I don't care if it's glamorous. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we care about you winning and living up to that persona.
I'm gonna go to this comment here, dude. If he goes to the Clippers, why? So you can be with a whole bunch of other choke artists? he like, and look, I don't want to hear about Kawhi won a championship. He had one lucky year. Put it this way. He won a championship. Two. I'm sorry, two. I'm talking about on his own. On his own.
Well, all right.
You got the Raptors. You got the even sun shines on the dog's ass once in a while. What has he done with the Clippers? What has he done with the Clippers? Like, he missed more games than he plays, and people give Kawhi a pass. Like, they give him a pass
because he already got rings.
I know, but you give him but they held him up in this echelon of he's one of the greatest players in the NBA, and I haven't seen it in years. But I haven't seen it in years. Like, we're talking years of injury.
Hey, you said even the sun shines on the dog's tail, but guess what? He got rings, plural.
He
It wasn't
rings.
a mistake.
One of the greatest he had one of the greatest systems. He got one ring, and the other one, man, he just went on a run.
It don't matter. It's like my argument that I have with my pop daily is about Eli Manning. Like this dude, he calls me the Eli Manning apologist. I'm like, dude, he beat Tom Brady twice. Like, say, bro, that's the odds of me going out with a jar saying, hey, lightning, give me some power so I can catch it in this jar.
And he did it twice. Eli Manning was an Iron Man. He didn't miss games. Again. This guy missed games if you get a hangnail on his damn finger. He missed games.
But
I'm like, he missed so many. I'm not giving you. Like, you're a great player. I'll put it this way, you're a great player, but I'm not putting you in my top 20. Like, if I don't see you in a couple years, you're not in my top 20. He's not even in my top 20 right now. Put him in
the top 20. Robert Ory got 7 rings, and I'm pretty sure he's nowhere near anyone's top 100.
I'm just saying, what I'm saying with this is people putting him up there like he's still that dude. That's what I'm saying. He's not that dude if he can't be on the court. We can't give Zion shit. We can't give Zion shit for it, and we don't give Kawhi shit for it. I'm like, we know Krispy Kremes is running on. We run on Zion for not being available, and Zion got all the talent in the world, but fucking Kawhi Leonard goes flying under the radar. Man, when he won with the Raptors, man, what were we doing then, man? What, it was like 2018? What was it? I'm like, man, it was pre-pandemic shit. We was in a whole nother world when he won it, when he was Kawhi Leonard. Like, what has he done with the Clippers? His Clipper run. He's been with them like 4 years. What has he done besides sit on his ass?
He's made it to LA. Once you make it to LA, it's a whole different ball game. Ain't nobody caring about all that.
Kawhi Leonard been in street clothes more than he been in his damn jersey. But we give him a pass. Then we give Paul George Pandemic P a pass. We got motherfuckers saying he the GOAT. We give Pandemic P a fucking pass. Man. And then add James Harden to that. He get
I'm still scratching my head on that.
Oh, he's a 2-time MVP. Oh, you can't say this. I say he fucking choked. He chokes with the game on the line. He chokes. That's what it is. Like, he hasn't been that hard since he left Houston. He should have never left Houston.
Doc mentioned what's his name? 7 rings, right?
Robert Ory.
Yeah.
Robert Ory, 7 rings.
Yep.
How many of those were his? Did he really win? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times Robert Ory was coming off the bench.
I'm gonna put it this way: he won one against the Pistons with that big ass shot. I ain't gonna even lie. When he was with the Spurs, he won one with the Spurs with that big ass shot.
One, but everybody wants to say, oh, he got 7 championships. You know what I'm saying? He was on teams that won 7 championships, and he only really contributed to the point of winning 1.
Yeah, that shot hurt a motherfucker. That one.
What about John Sally? Sally got rings, plural.
But I'm just saying, Kawhi Leonard get this pass like he's a top 3 player in the NBA right now. No, he's not. Until he can play more than 50 games, then we can revisit that conversation. Like, I can't take the Clippers seriously if he's hurt half the year. So even if they get James Harden, he's going to be hurt half the year, and we're not going to see those 3 together. So it's going to be pointless.
Oh,
that's what it is.
Comment. Say, Anthony, bro, I'm going to need you to be an adult, bro. Take the S out of heat, bro. Take the S out of heat, bro. It's the heat. Everybody, I don't know why I keep hearing this. I'm done with people calling it the Heats. It's Miami.
There's 2 teams in the NBA that don't have S on the end of it. There's 2 teams and they both in Florida: the Magic and the Heat. Please don't say Magics or the Heats.
Seriously, singular. Yeah, it ain't the football world where everything got to end with an S. Like,
MJ got 6.
Calm it down just
he
a little
really
bit.
won them
Miami
himself.
Heat.
I wouldn't say MJ won them himself, but he was the alpha dog on all 6.
He was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, he was the alpha dog.
I would say that.
He was a big reason.
Yes,
big reason. Big reason.
When the game
But
was
I
on the line, you knew where the ball was going, and he lived with it. And so what happens when
the Jazz. Forgot about the Jazz.
He got to it.
But it already has like
Google that shit.
Jazz. You know, when you say jazz, it kind of always sound plural. So I guess but you can't put jazzes.
No, you can't put
jazzes.
I want Utah to get the name up, man. It just don't sound right.
Yeah, for real.
Utah Jazz,
ain't
like
no jazz in
what
Utah.
Jazz is in Utah? Like people gonna grow up. You gonna have children my age, about my children's age, growing up thinking, oh well, that's what's prominent in Utah. No, ain't no jazz, ain't no music out there at all. They got
y'all could be the Utah Pelicans, and we could be back to the New Orleans Jazz.
That sounds good.
Pelicans out there. They got some fucking Pelicans out there in Utah. I guess I guarantee there's one Pelican out there in Utah.
Man, y'all got to find your own name, bro. Like for real.
Y'all could be the Utah Mormons. I don't give a fuck what y'all call yourself. The Utah Mountains. I don't give a fuck what y'all call yourself, but y'all don't need to call yourself the Utah Jazz.
Man, look, I'm about to tell you, man.
That's
hanging on, bro. Just hanging on, bro. Like, let it go.
That's why they ain't never won a championship, you dirty bitches. That's why you ain't never won one.
Go, bro. Like,
ain't no Jazz in Utah.
No Jazz in Utah at all, bro. Like, y'all just
I guarantee you nobody in Utah know how to play a horn. So until you show me a person in Utah know how to fucking play a trombone or a tuba or a trumpet, then we can call y'all the Utah Jazz. Pick me one.
I ain't even take the clarinet, man. You give me something. Like,
the Utah clarinet.
Hey.
Well, I understand why they say the Washington Wizards. Y'all used to be the Bullets, but Gilbert Arenas came there. Nah, that was before Gilbert. Y'all was the murder capital. No, that happened before Gilbert. I just was making a joke on that. But y'all was the murder capital of the U.S. at the time, and they didn't think Bullets was the right name for y'all, and they changed it to Wizards.
They said, let's make it so reasonable where it's not inducing violence.
Yeah, I actually like the Washington Bullets, though. I used to like their jerseys, man. The Washington Bullets. That was a fire-ass name, the Bullets. Years later, Gilbert Arenas wanted to be a Washington Bullet because he came out there.
Boy, say, I got the real bullets.
Pick one. So that's why they did it, because it was like, because the Washington Bullets was a fire-ass name. I'm sorry. And they had a fire-ass team. They had fucking Rasheed Wallace on their team. They had Ben Wallace. They had a fire-ass squad, man. Chris Webber.
Squad, man. Boy, they got a huge number of squads of what-ifs, man. Like,
that was a fire-ass squad.
My greatest what-if is that Hornets team, that New Orleans Hornets team, man. Like, I wonder if they'd have brought it back. The one that was one game away from a conference final. It was one game away, man. I'm still sick about that. But life is life. Which is life.
Well, Derrick Rose is now a Memphis Grizzly. They bought Derrick Rose in the fucking mentor Ja Morant.
How? He's a thug too. And he's probably
Derrick Rose.
He's a real thug.
No,
I know he's a real thug, so he can tell him to cut the shit. That's what that is.
I'm gonna tell you what they hope for.
Shit.
They hoping they can do like Dragon Ball Z, get the Patara earrings. They're gonna have Ja's knees and Derrick Rose's body, and get that prime Derrick Rose back. They're gonna call it Ja Rose, right? and you gonna basically get the greatest what if. Like, say, bro, all that in my mind, say, bro, we gonna take off, man. We making the finals, bro. It's hands down, just hand us our conference trophy right now, because we getting there.
Man, they know what Memphis did.
Situation. That's what they hoping for.
Look, you know what Memphis did? Memphis said, fuck that. We tired of Ja fucking up. We gonna get a motherfucker who a real gangster to come out here. He's a real GD. He gonna come out there and look, scare him straight. You go. Look, you don't never hear nothing about Derrick Rose, man. Nobody fucking with Derrick Rose. Man, Derrick Rose gonna take him on the right. Derrick, you follow him everywhere he go and make sure you don't do nothing stupid.
Nah, they ain't doing that at all.
He'd be like,
Derrick
that's
Rose,
not a gun. This is the gun.
Yeah. Hey, look, he gonna tell John Morant, you pull that gun out, I'm gonna shoot you your kneecap, bitch. That's what he gonna tell him. Kneecap. You gonna feel my pain if you come out there and do something stupid.
It's gonna be
what the Grizzlies got. They don't have shooting though. Memphis don't have shooting. Shit. They got Marcus Smart, they got Derrick Rose and John Morant. Hey, if Ja don't get it with those vets on the team, then he's never going to get it, and you just forget about it.
Hey, yo, Ja said he was good in the West. I'm gonna just leave it at that. That dude said he was good in the West.
Oh, he good, all right. Why you think they got Marcus Smart? They do got Marcus Smart. It was a trade last week. He got traded. Marcus Smart is a Grizzly. Like, that happened last week. He got traded, and so Marcus Smart is no longer a Celtic, and fucking who it is? The unicorn is there. Porzingis. You'll see how that works with the Celtics.
Awesome.
It's like a bunch of Dennis Schroeder is a Raptor now.
He went to the Raptors?
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
Why would anybody want to go to Canada? The taxes in Canada are ridiculous.
Well, he's stupid. He's the same person that fumbled $100 million. Well, we're not saying Dennis Schroeder is the smartest man.
Did we not have a show about him following his wife, what his wife wanted? How this dude literally wasted that bag? I think we had a show about that.
Yeah, he did. He wasted that fucking bag. Pretty bad. And then Herb Jones stays with the Pelicans 4 years, $54 million. So y'all kept Herb.
Y'all think we breaking up our team? We're not breaking up our team anytime soon. I can guarantee.
You know what's happening? You know who's gonna break up your team? Mariah Mills. That's who's gonna break up your fucking team.
My God. Didn't have that. Can you give me a week?
Allegedly,
like
we're gonna use the word from last night. She's allegedly pregnant now. And she got a alleged Zion tattoo on her face that we never saw the needle touch her face. Allegedly. Bro, this is never ending saga. They took her off Twitter and it's still going.
Krispy Kreme's
it's still a hot topic.
Krispy Kreme's penis is what's gonna break up the Pelicans. Listen, man. Look, you get a couple girls out the third wall, man. You in New Orleans. Get a couple girls out the third wall to go handle Mariah Mills, bro. You better learn where you at. Go get a couple girls on the third wall to go handle Mariah Mills. Allegedly, I don't want nobody thinking I'm throwing hits, but go to the third wall. Don't ask John Moran about his people, though.
No.
Don't recruit off of him.
Oh, I mean, Marcus Smart will get. Yeah, he will. I don't care. She's still thick as hell. She's thick as hell, but she's crazy. The crazy overlaps. Like, listen, and it's fake thick. It's not. I see if it was natural thick. I got something against fake thick. Like, if it was natural thick, then I'll give it more credit. But if it's enhanced thickness, that's like steroids. I can't give you the, If Barry Bonds can't get in the Hall of Fame for allegedly using the clear, she can't get in my Hall of Fame for having implants in her ass. that's what it is. Like,
she don't make that Hall of Fame.
Plastic.
Nah, you gotta have a real wagon to go in the wagon Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the crazy. It's like I've never seen that crazy before. Like,
no, we've never seen that crazy before because it hasn't been televised. I bet you there's bitches crazier than her out there.
Well, on the subject of women, I mean, I got into the Orange is the New Black, Crazy Eyes. It's been televised. We seen it.
Well, we never. But Crazy Eyes is fictional. She's fictitious. We never knew that existed. Like, don't you understand? We thought that was somebody fleeting fantasy of, flight to fancy.
Crazy eyes.
Yeah, this bitch crazy. I'm sorry, she crazy. And I guess since I work in the psych ward, there's a lot of crazy women who get pregnant. So they must have the best. They say they got the best. You know what? I'm not trying to find out. I'm not trying to go with a crazy person and find out. And this is what you get. You play stupid. You play crazy games. You win crazy prizes. And welcome,
like
Pelican.
they say, you fuck around and you find out.
And I actually have a sign in my room that says, protected by fuck around and find out surveillance. So I want to put that outside my house. But they go outside of barring her from the Smoothie King Center. She gonna be at every Pelicans game. I guarantee it.
Well, they got an interest for VIP, so I mean, she's
I'm gonna
good.
let my wife tackle that bitch. Wife, tackle that bitch. She come in. Boom.
We about to VIP then. We about to.
I'm gonna say why Zion isn't a Piston.
No, but still, I root for the Pelicans when they except for 2 times a year when they play my Pistons. It's just New Orleans. I want New Orleans to do great. I don't hate the Pelicans. I just want. It's just that if the Pelicans was around when I was a youngin', I'll be a Pelicans fan. But I don't believe in deserting your team just because your city got a new team. Like I root for them. Like, yeah, y'all doing it. No. And then when they play us, fuck y'all.
Yay!
I was like,
fuck y'all.
I was a victim of circumstances when I came up with my NBA fandom. I started off, with Prime Shaq in Orlando. I was like, Orlando's my team, man. And then I was like, man, like everything that Orlando did, I was all for it.
I'm not touching that one. I am not touching that one, Andy.
You better not.
I am married to a fucking black woman, and we're going on 2 years in a couple weeks.
You better not. You better leave that comment alone.
I'm not reading it. No, I'm just gonna skip over it. We're not gonna read that one. No.
Right past it.
My wife is a lovely human being.
That glizzy will be right up on the screen again.
Oh Lord, I don't need that. I don't need that again. Lord. No, and she's at work, so the glizzy is coming home. Like with her on her. She's gonna have the glizzy on her.
Yeah, no. And we don't even know she could be watching, so
she is watching. I guarantee you she didn't find the way to watch this shit. Because every time we talk about fucked up shit, she find a way to watch it.
Yep, because usually you go down and you go and look and you put one of her comments up, and I'm like, oh, HR is watching. We better watch out.
I'm just saying. The Pelicans, man, I mean, if they can keep Big Boy Dick in his pants, they'll be good in a good shape.
No, they got to keep the donuts out of his mouth, too.
Put it this way, if he worry about training as much as he worry about fucking, you will have a Hall of Famer.
Fact.
That's what he need to do. Y'all need to put that in the Pelicans locker room. Zion, worry about training more than fucking.
Put it this way. As powerful as he is a basketball player, if he was to focus on training, he could break records.
Oh yeah,
because he could score. You know what I'm saying? I can see him dropping 40 and 50 a game. He just doesn't have the endurance for it.
Because he'll drop 30. He'll drop 30 and then get hurt for 4 months. Like. Well, it's crazy.
It comes down to David Griffin actually, ripping the Band-Aid off and telling him, say, man, you're a grown-ass man. You need to play some ball, man. Like, you need to come in here in this organization ready to work, ready to sweat. Like, I don't care what you do in the offseason. Your time is your time. But right now, when you down here, you suit up in this jersey, you on my time, bro. And stop pandering him like he's that number 1 draft pick. Like, okay, for every number 1 draft pick, you should get at least 3 months. You should, king of the world, you king of the town, you the talk of the town.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna roll out this red carpet for you, but 3 months, and we out here in summer league, and it's time for the regular season to jump off. All that stuff out the window, man. You ain't coming up in here like in Gladiator. You coming up in here like you some conquering hero. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did squat, bro. Like, you won't come up in here when everybody in bled, sweat, died. You come up in here like you the one who did all that. Nah, bro, we had people who put in work over here, bro. You got to put in your own work. You better make it worth it. Like, people up there herald you like you was LeBron. LeBron came up here working. LeBron came up here getting accolades. LeBron got, number 1 draft pick, rookie of the year, NBA All-Star appearances, NBA Finals appearances, NBA championships. Got the accolades that's coming up with, top 3 names up in this sport. Like, he lived up to that, man. Like, we're done. Like, you ain't just Zion, let's dance, and I'm glad I made my mama dreams. We done. That's over. The honeymoon's over, bro. We ain't living on that no more. You got to do something today. You got to do something in this league. This ain't Duke. This ain't the AAU. This ain't the...
He ain't do shit at Duke.
This ain't none of that.
Time out. He ain't do shit at Duke. What did he win at Duke?
Well, Duke is a name. It's prestigious. Like,
yeah,
Duke is synonymous with championships, with a winner, with Coach K and winning.
He didn't win.
He didn't win, but guess what? He went there, and guess what? People wanted to see him play.
Yeah.
So
from that high school height.
When you're in Duke, you're already enriched in that. You're enriched in that culture. Like, you can walk down the street and you're gonna find another alum. You're gonna find, I don't know, right now, JJ Redick, because JJ Redick's out there. You're gonna walk into a JJ Redick and be like, say, bro, that's the standard. You're gonna walk into, like Grant Hill, be like, say, bro, that's the standard.
Shit.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, that's the standard. Like,
even though he didn't play.
Winning, we teach you how to win at this school. As much as I don't like them, but the people win. That's what they do. It wasn't some
but I'm like, he didn't bring Duke a championship like they thought. He didn't bring him a championship. The last time he won a championship, I think, was in high school. So it's time you're due to bring the Pelicans to prominence. Y'all
do something.
Pelicans have a squad.
Hey,
it's like
got to live up to
we know what's been keeping him fucked up. We know now what's been keeping him fucked up. That crazy motherfucker Mariah Bill's been keeping him fucked up. So maybe if he could kick out his life, he might play more than 29 games.
Hey, bro, like, hey, you better he looks up to Biggie. Well, Biggie had to feed his daughter. Now you got a daughter on the way. Now, if you're not showing up, hey man, we might cut ties with you. And who knows, if you don't have nothing that you're showing, 29 other teams may be like, well, you are this, but are we getting that? I'm not getting that. Well, see, bro, what you gonna do?
I'll tell you what, they need to let him ball out in the beginning of the season. And when the trade deadline comes, put him out there on the trade deadline and already cut ties with him. Because I have a feeling that he's going to get hurt again and he's going to sit out 30, 40 games. And we're going to be having this conversation again next year.
He damaged
and I'm like, and if it happens again, he's going to go with Anthony Bennett as a fucking big bust as number 1 overall pick. If it happens again, he get hurt again. And it's not because lack of talent. Anthony Bennett just wasn't talented. But the potential, he might be a bigger bust than Anthony Bennett because everybody thought he was going to be the next coming. But
Sam Bowie.
If it keep happening and he keeps getting hurt, it's going to be the biggest bust we have seen to this point. Because it's like, people are like, no, they had bigger busts. I'm like, no. But the expectations Zion Williamson had, like, it was through the roof. It was like people in New York was ready to kill themselves because they didn't get him. They were like, we didn't get Zion. LA was about to kill themselves, hang themselves.
Man.
Look, he's going to New Orleans. Why New Orleans? I mean, it's It's crazy. So he had Victor Wembanyama's type hype. I'm gonna be real. He did. If you look back, it was tank for Zion. Everybody wants Zion. And then when he comes out, he balls. Then he gets hurt in summer league. Then it's like, fuck. Okay, it's summer league. Then he comes out, ball again. Gets hurt. Gone for a while. He comes out, ball again, get hurt. That's what he do.
To me, when you get hurt like that, you haven't worked out right. You know what I'm saying? I can understand you go up for a rebound and you come down on somebody's ankle and you twist her. Yeah. That you can't do, but not you going up for a dunk and you land wrong and you hurt yourself.
He doesn't know how to jump. You got to slightly bend your knees when you come down. He goes straight leg.
Yes.
Which is damage to the joints. Everybody know when you come down off a dunk, you bend your knees slightly so you take some of that pressure off. And he has a lot of pressure when he comes down. And I always say that. I say Zion doesn't know how to jump. And people are like, what you mean? He doesn't know how to jump and land. Put it this way, he don't know how to jump and land. He knows how to get in the air, but he doesn't know how to land. He's like a bad airplane pilot. No, I can get you there, but I can't land you. That's what it is. And he also need to work on some hamstring strengthening exercises. You need to do no more weights. You need to just do straight up hamstring strengthening. Because if your hamstrings are keeping you out for 4 months, that means it's an issue. You need to strengthen your hamstrings.
Hey,
stretch.
It comes down to conditioning. He has to condition.
His conditioning is not good.
And put it this way, Eric, fucking is not conditioning. It's not conditioning for basketball. It can be conditioning for a regular man. For like going out to work, that's conditioning. For playing basketball, fucking is not conditioning. I'm just saying.
Man, look. Hey.
It might be enjoyable, but it doesn't help you on the basketball court.
I'm repping my squad, but I'm done with the talk until dude show me something.
All right, Eric said he's done with the talk, so we're going to talk about the NFL and the betting scandal. Some more people stop betting on football, man. Just y'all going to bet on basketball.
Bet simple.
Bet on baseball. You can bet on MMA. Why?
Nah, bro. Nothing gets people more going than NFL trash talk. Like we was in prime form, 3 shows ago?
Yeah.
Like we knew there's nothing happening with football, but yet it just got us going. It carried us for at least an hour and a half of NFL trash talking, and we just up there just spitting it. Like didn't even realize the type of time that was passing. So I get it. Like I'm not excusing it, but hey, that's what gets the people going. Like say, bro, like and then they got the money. So it's not like us to us, $10 is $10. Like $10 is out $10, but you know, their $10 is like, I don't know,
10 G's.
10 stacks. You like, say, bro, 10 stacks. What you got? Man, 10, 25. Say, bro, I don't make that like that.
But wait, Eric, the dude got suspended for making between $25 and $50 bets.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, it gets the people
and the biggest bet the dude from the Colts did was $1,000 prop bet.
Man, look.
My thing is, this is not a rule that they just made.
No, but
this is a rule that's been in there for years. What makes these people think they're going to get away with it?
He throwing away millions of dollars for a $25 bet, bro. If you don't sit your ass down, man, all you have to do is tell me, Mo, we gonna give you all this money. All you gotta do is not bet on football. You know what Mo gonna do? Bet on basketball. Mo gonna bet on baseball. Mo gonna bet on hockey, field hockey. I don't care what it is, cricket. I will bet on anything that's not football. I wouldn't even bet on soccer because it's too close to football.
I'm just saying. All of this.
I'm not doing that.
Excuse me.
I'm not doing it. It's simple.
I believe all this is a plant. I think it's a plant to set up. Excuse me. Set up a plant so they can hold this rookie symposium that they've been trying to do for the longest.
Yeah.
Get these new cats, these new faces to come in and say, hey, look, I think they're going to transition these guys to how they can make the NFL money work for them long term. Because let's just face it, like these young men, they come up in here, they think they're invincible. They think they can do whatever. You know, case in point, dudes think they can get these expensive fast cars, drive them as fast as they want in the rain. Like, hey, man, my tire's going to grip this road, bro. They're going to roll over. They're going to wind up hitting people, twist their car up. They're going to come out the car. They're going to be like, damn, man, I hope nobody got hurt off that. You know, they wind up hurting somebody, you know, sometimes even worse. But I think they're going to hold this symposium and be like, I think this is a plant for these players getting in trouble so they can really stress and get money's put in the right place. Like they're going to put who they need to put in place. They're going to put these congressmen, people in politics, people who run these nonprofits in place to where they could get this money because NFL, I mean, it's a cash cow. Is what back to Mo saying with these cash cows, and they're going to put money in place to where, you know what, we got these guys in trouble. You know, we're going to sacrifice them for the many. We're going to sacrifice the few for the many. Be like, okay, well, at the end of the day, man, I'm losing this amount of money. I could be making X amount, but then they're going to be like, well, you know what? I'm going to set this up with my NFL money. I ain't got to spend this money. I can invest here, and I can have this set up long term. And that's just me thinking
NFL money for them. They got cut. They got cut after getting suspended. And one was going to be the kick returner for him, for the coach. He got cut. Both of them got cut for the coach.
Because nobody wants to wait for that suspension.
Yeah, it's indefinite suspended. And then the dude from the Titans got suspended 6 games for betting in the workplace. You can't bet on the grounds. So they tell you can bet across the street from the grounds, but you can't bet on the facility.
Can't be in there.
You can't bet.
Make the organization look bad. It's an integrity thing.
I mean, I don't get it. These fools, and it's not star players. I want to see a star player do it. It's like rookies.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I went back and said I think it's a plant. I think they just set up these names where
I want to see if a star player does it. I want to see if it was like the face of the league, like Joe Burrow or somebody does it. I want to see how bad the suspension gonna be then.
Yeah, but a star player makes a lot of this where they don't need to bet. Some of these other guys that are in the NFL don't got them big contracts, so they trying to make money any way they can.
Look, you don't need to be gambling then if you ain't making that much money. You need to hold on to it. You need to hold on to it. Not your ass fired.
They got a 1-star player quota. And their star player that's already on the chopping board is Deshaun Watson. I mean, granted, it's not that activity, but they already got one on the chopping board that's already a hot topic. And it's gonna ride. It's gonna ride until he wins. When he wins,
they're not making a lot of money. They're not making a lot of money to who? I mean, let's say the average American, they're making enough money not to bet.
Yeah.
Like if they give you, let's say, $100K, and they tell you, hey, Anthony, don't bet. Are you going to squander $100K to bet?
He's giving $50K to wifey to go make that bet.
At the end of the season, they walking away with 50, with 500. I'm sorry, with 500K. So yeah, they all right.
They all right. They ain't hurting. They ain't living paycheck to paycheck. Bruh, listen.
Really not.
My wife would literally scalp me. I don't have no. She'll scalp me like the old Native Americans used to do. If I go out there and squander money for being stupid, like you're fired. So now nobody's gonna pick you up until you get your suspension is over. Now my wife like there's no money coming in, and you did that for a $25 to a $50 bet. I want a divorce. I'm gonna lose my wife. She gonna beat my ass, and then I'll be out on my ass.
Yep.
It's common sense. The people say don't bet on football at all. Okay. Don't bet in the facility. Okay.
You do that, and it'll be Thursday and Friday. The Venomous Smoke Show hosted by HR.
Man, because Mo gonna be 6 feet deep. I ain't lying to you. Because that's stupid. Like, that is dumb.
But the thing is, like I said, that rule has been out for so long. What makes these players think that they're going to get over? Somebody is always going to talk. Somebody is always going to make a comment. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, it's a land of taking advantage of people. So you know how easy it is. Oh, Mo Young bet 50K on this team or whatever. Eventually it's going to come out, and then HR is going to kick that door open, and that's going to be the end of it.
Put it this way. It like for these sites, you have to put your information in. You got to have a bank account hooked up to it. So your information is there. So if the NFL runs a check on this shit, that's how they find it out. Your bank account is linked to the shit. Unless you got a bank account with somebody else's name and you get it that way.
But don't you think that would be smarter?
Yeah.
I'm in the NFL.
I would put it in my wife's bank account. My wife would do it if I had to do it that bad. My wife is a better, not me. No, not me. That's what I would say. Not me. It's not me. That's my wife. It's not me.
The money came out of her account, not my account. My account, you could check my transactions.
I'm hitting with the accusations. False accusations. That's what that's going to be.
We're hitting with that slander. Slander is spoken.
That slander. That didn't come out mine. That came out of hers. So it wouldn't be a joint account. My name would be nowhere on it.
Yeah. If you're going to do something like that and you trying to make money doing bets or whatever, the only thing that's fucked up is if she bets on her husband's team
and now
for them to lose, and they lose because he fucked up.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord. Did he get? I wouldn't even put it in my wife's name. I would put it in a friend that I trust name, that it won't be linked to me. Or a relative with a different last name than me. Something. I mean.
And somebody that you could trust.
Yeah, somebody you could trust. I'm like, man, I just don't get how stupid some of these people are. Like, it's like, don't bet. Okay, don't bet on any sports in the facility. Don't bet at all in the facility. Don't bet on football at all. It's the only two rules. Okay. I'm betting on basketball when I get home. I'm betting on this other sport when I get home. Baseball got like 1 million games. I'm betting on a whole bunch of baseball games.
See, man,
I'm betting on college football.
Sometimes it's just a thrill. Sometimes it's the thrill if I can get caught. You know?
But you can bet on college football. You don't have to bet on NFL football. You can bet on college football.
It ain't the same, man. Like, some people want
football, man.
They want the thrill. Look at Breaking Bad. You know, Walter White, he knew he was that dude. He knew he was that dude with his product. But it got to a point, it's like, damn, bro, it's just a thrill now.
He said Mrs. B will fuck me up.
The hell, I know.
Hell yeah. That's still you, because it's still the same household as same last name. So that's why I said that's why we changed it up. But I'm just saying, anything. I can't stop my wife from doing what she do. Like, that's a different person than me. That ain't me. That ain't me. That's what I'm saying. That ain't me. I don't have nothing to do with this. That ain't me. But I wouldn't even want to bet if I got $500K. Sit there. And if he's a starter, so he probably got $1 million, the dude who lost, who just got fired. So he probably got about $2 million contract. He done missed out on $2 million, bro.
For 25
for a $50 bet. You tell me. You gambling. So if I told you, hey, if you don't gamble, you get $2 million. But if you gamble, you lose it all. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do?
Hey,
Put the $2 million in my hands and see what happens.
hey man, like I said,
Man, you ain't got to tell me. I'm deleting all betting apps off my phone.
That man wanted adrenaline rush. Them men wanted adrenaline rush.
Bro, I wouldn't even go to the casino and gamble. I wouldn't even go to the casino. I'd be scared to do anything. I'm taking my money and I'm running. Don't you understand?
But you got a team in Vegas, though.
Yeah. More rule too. No bet, no other sports. No, they say you can't bet on other sports on the grounds. That's the thing. You can bet on other sports, but it can't be on the ground since sports betting is legal.
To me, that's not making it easy.
That's when sports betting was illegal. You couldn't bet on nothing. But now that it's legal, you can bet on other sports if it's not on the ground. Your boy only got suspended for the Titans 6 games because he betted on another sport on the grounds. So he got 6 games. He's an offensive tackle. Nobody cares about the Titans, so fuck him. He got
shots, you said the shots are nasty. And shots nasty.
He got 6 games. So, they can bet on the ground. They can't bet on the grounds, but they can bet on other sports. Because it's not affecting the integrity of the game. So if I bet on golf, it's not affecting football. But if you bet on NFL games, especially your own team, that just looks bad, man. Like, come on, Pete Rose is not in the Hall of Fame because of that shit.
Yep.
Like, greatest hitter in baseball. One of the greatest hitters in baseball.
It's forever. I think that's bogus that, they put a cap on you with you getting in the Hall of Fame. Like, to me, that's just garbage.
FanDuel is like crack. Turn that 1K to 5K, but then you lose 500K. That doesn't sound like a good deal. That's a bad beat, bro. Like,
I'm like, he legend.
Look, you got 5K. You won. Let's say you won. Look, here you go. You won that 5K, but the NFL find out now you lost 500K. How the fuck would you feel? How would you feel? Man, I'm not about to lose all I got for 5K.
Ain't no way.
And then you're under the microscope for the rest of your career. They give you another chance to come back in the NFL. You sign a little contract. Now, any little thing you do, they're watching. Is he betting again? You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is stupid.
It's not like the rule came out today. The rule has been there for years.
I'm confused. It's just, it's like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm a regular guy, bro. But somebody give me that much. I work so hard to get somewhere, and I start to make the money that I need to make. And somebody said, just don't bet on football. Just don't bet at the facilities. I'm not about to give up my dream over no betting, man. It ain't that serious, bro. Like, go on the corner and shoot craps. There's no record of that. Go on the corner, shoot you some craps. Like in the alley, the back alley. Just don't bring a lot of money. You might get robbed.
Yeah, don't come out in the public with that, man.
Craps in the corner. Then, if you want to bet so much, go to the casino and shoot craps. Go play blackjack at the casino if you need to bet so much, man. Like, dude, no.
Don't go to Harris Casino down here, though.
You're not winning shit.
But make sure if you're going in the back alley to shoot some craps, you bring John Morant with you so he can have your back.
Nah, give me Derrick Rose because he actually might know how to hit a motherfucker. I mean, you bring up Harris Casino, bro. Look, that was me and my wife's first date on her birthday. It was Harris Casino, and we didn't win shit.
Damn.
I say, you know what? Fuck this shit.
No, you did. If you think about it, you did win.
I did.
You won a white. You know what I'm saying?
One in the game of life.
By me losing money, I say, fuck this shit. Let's go sit in the car and talk. And that's how we got closer.
There you go.
all the money, losing money, got me a wife, but still.
Mo had no more money in his pocket, so he had to go sit in the car and talk to her.
Go sit in the car and talk.
No,
I had enough just for a burger. Look, I bought a burger, and she didn't want nothing. I said, good, so I can get me a large drink now, because she don't want nothing. I ain't got shit else.
You get the drink too. Yeah, boy.
I gotta go sit in the car and talk.
Yes,
and we sat in that car and talked for 3 hours, man. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yes, it was a great experience. I got my wife. But if you look at it, if she was a different type person, man, she'd say, get your broke ass away from me.
Right.
Couldn't even buy me a burger.
Tragic.
Couldn't buy me a burger. I don't really understand how players get suspended knowing Ridley got suspended for the year. They think they're above the law, ain't they?
They think they're not going to get caught, or whoever it is that they're entrusting with this information, they think they ain't getting ratted out. But everybody, you could pay for information nowadays, and loyalty is down the drain. So unless it's like a family member, and some family members you can't trust, but unless it's somebody that's going to shut their mouth, these people think, like you said, they're above the law. They think, oh, I ain't getting caught. I ain't never gonna get caught.
So here we go. Like Calvin Ridley was last year. Isaiah Rodgers, Rashad Berry, Demetrius Taylor, CJ Moore, Quintez Cephas, and Shaka Toney all got suspended a year, for at least a year, for betting. And 6 games for 9 NFL bets, but done at work. Jameson Williams, that's the biggest star. That is, because he was the #1 draft pick for the Lions a year ago. Jameson Williams, Nicholas Petit-Frere, and Stanley Berryhill. Most of these people we never heard of. So, except for Jameson Williams and Calvin Ridley. And Cephas, I heard of him before. But like I said, you don't do it at work. Don't bet at work. Don't bet on NFL games at all. If you have to bet on football, bet on college. Bet on the CFL. Bet on
USFL.
XFL. I don't care. As long as it's not the NFL, bro. Y'all, I hate to see people get money and lose their production. That's just dumb.
That is dumb.
That's dumb. It's all time dumb. That's all time dumb. And I know I couldn't come home being that dumb. I just know if I walk through the door, baby, I got fired. What you got fired for? Betting on football. Pow. That'd be the fastest right hand. Oh, she left handed. I forgot. That'd be the fastest left hand you see. My wife's a couple. If I was to call her right now and say, baby, I have a job for $500K, but I lost it because I wanted to bet $25. She said, okay, I'll be home. Then the next thing you know, you'll see the Glock.
Either that, we'll be waiting for next week's show and be like, yo, Mo sleeping in today?
Yeah, Mo. Man, I wouldn't even come home if I did that shit. I say, I hit her with that Harlem Nights. Hey, I'll be like, hey, TJ, put your mom on the phone. Hey, hey, Ro, this is Mo. I ain't never coming back home. Take it easy. I'm gonna hit her with that. And then just never come back. Because if I come home after losing a good job for doing something stupid, man.
You ain't never gonna hear the end of it.
Gonna be trouble.
And here, I wish I could hear it. It's gonna be beatings every time she see me. She gonna swing on me every time you see. I keep telling y'all, married a black woman. Ain't no talking first. They fight and talk at the same time.
Man, just look.
Like you do something extremely stupid, they whoop your ass and talk at the same time.
Mo be walking down the street, all of a sudden he'll hear tires screech, and she come running down the block on his ass.
Yes, because it's like this: you took food out the family's mouth. And
a lot of these players are young.
Yeah,
it's not like it was that many veteran players. A lot of these players are young, and probably busted their ass to get into the NFL and made one stupid mistake and now are indefinitely suspended.
What you mean? We know in NFL talk that mean 1 year.
Yeah.
We know indefinite unless you rewrite somebody. If you rewrite a woman, it's the only way you get not coming, or take a knee. That's the only indefinite we know that you're not coming back. Like this. Let's be real. When most times they say you indefinitely suspended from the NFL is a year. That's what that means. So, I mean, like, I'm sorry that there's guys that didn't make a lot of money, but bro, you got to think about it.
I'd rather make 500,000 than 0,000. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little contract. I'm gonna try to make sure I make that 500,000 the next time my contract talks is coming up. Make it 1,000,000, 1,500,000, or whatever it is. These people are so greedy. They want that money, all that money up front. That's the only. There is no excuse. That's the only reason why you bet is to win money.
Yeah, it ain't no thrill when you're rich. It's not a thrill when you're rich. It's a thrill when you're poor. You're trying to win. Like, oh yeah, I won $500 on this bet that I only put down $10. I won $5. Oh, you happy? Oh, you so fucking happy? Like, yes, I can put this $500 to this bill, or we going on vacation on it with this.
The 500s and whatnot. I know for a fact. So Powerball is like at 400 something odd million.
Yeah.
I know I'm not getting 100% of that. I said, give me 5% of that. I'm good.
Yes,
I'm good. Like,
yes.
You eliminated 95% of it. It went to whatever is going to taxes, whatever, however they, formulate, make the formula, say how this money is going to be divvied up. Say, man, even a portion of that. I'm good, dog. I'm not trying to sacrifice it. And then people say if I had a guaranteed deal, and they'd be like, hey, play these one ticket. Just play one ticket. Don't play 2, 3, 4. Don't get your mama to do it. Don't get your wife to do it. Don't get your cousin to do it. You play this one ticket. You got
you get 500K.
5%, 3%, 2% of this. Hey, you ain't got to tell me twice.
One ticket.
Tell me one time where I got to go. Ticket. I'm out.
Shit, 400.
The NFL is like a lottery ticket, bro. The NFL is a lottery ticket. It's a lottery ticket.
$400 million after they take the taxes out, you still getting about 200 and change.
Yeah, 200. Bro, and if you can't live a life with $200 million, then you just a wasteful being. You give me $200 million, my kids are straight.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking care of cousins. I'm taking care of, you know what I'm saying? I don't have children. So if I was to die, whoever, I guess my brother would get it or something like that. But I'm taking care of people. I'm going to make sure that money is used in the right way.
Here go all my cousins, all my uncles and stuff. Uncles and aunties, I'm like, look, here's a meal. Y'all go ahead, go for it, do what you want with this meal. Don't come back. Do not come back. That's it.
You got that tax-free.
Tax-free meal. Put it in your account. You still
got your regular income and what you put up to the side at this point in your life.
Let me tell you something. If somebody hands you a check for $1 million, you ain't fucking working.
Yep.
You are not working. You're going to take vacations with your family. You're going to make sure you're at every family function. You ain't working. You might open something.
You better keep that, Jay. You better keep that job because $1 million ain't like it used to be. You better keep that fucking job. It's a good head start.
You make an investment.
Yeah.
You make an investment. You open a business up or whatever. Yep. You know what I'm saying? If I won 200, let's say it came out to 220 million, I would even, definitely I would invest in the podcast.
Oh,
you know
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would make sure everybody had top of the line shit, if Eric wants a green screen behind them, he can have 50 green screens.
Let me get some handle on some money. We going big time. We ain't gonna need no advertisers. We going big time. Like we got our own money. Let me get it. I'm gonna show you. And then look, after I give my family and the podcast the money, I'm writing that shit off and getting my money right back.
Hey, Tyler Perry just bought BET. Let's get us on BET.
Get us on BET.
Friday night BET podcast. I'll do it.
We in there.
Followed by BET Uncut. Because they're gonna need to follow us behind BET Uncut.
We in that thing.
I'm just saying, you give me a lottery ticket, man. I would fucking flip that shit so many times. Like, I would try to invest in my community because New Orleans needs it. I would invest. I would make a fucking community center there. I would build a community center. I want Brett Favre written take fucking for welfare people. I would build it out of my own money and say, here, that bitch is open 24/7.
Fuck that Favre away.
Yeah, fuck him. We ain't said that in a while. Fuck him. And I'll say you leave your guns at home. Don't bring no guns because we're gonna have it. That shit gonna be secured as fuck. You come in that bitch with a gun, you going to jail. So yeah, I would do that and just have that shit open for kids, old people, all kind of people just to come there and just enjoy themselves. Man, I would do so much for people.
Like basically give people something to do. Like that's all these communities.
That's life-changing money, bro. Like the NFL sometimes and the NBA and the MLB and all these places is life-changing money. And they, you know what they do? They spend it on dumb shit. Like cars, houses. How many houses you need?
Well,
one.
I ain't gonna crap on the housing situation because you know.
I'm just talking about no. I know what you're about to say, but I'm talking about houses for themselves, like this. Okay. There, like if I'm gonna buy houses, I'm gonna buy houses that I can flip or help other people or flip to make me more money. I'm not about to just buy 3, 4, 5 mansions just sitting there. Oh, this is my summer home. Oh, when I'm in this city, this is my home. That's wasting fucking money. Like, I know what you're about to get at. Yeah, we can look. I'll buy an apartment complex with the money, shit, and fix it up. Yeah, that's making money for me.
I might buy an apartment complex and make it for the homeless people.
Yeah, that too. You can do that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to bring in money, renting it out, but there's a lot of people out there that are hurting. So why not? If you got $220 million, it's not going to cost that much to refurbish an apartment complex and, make it where it's secured enough where even for these homeless people, it's not going to be drugs and it's not going to be gunfire and all that other shit.
That's the hardest point, though. Most of, keeping the drugs out.
9 times out of 10, and I mean, I can't tell people how to spend their money or whatever, but a lot of people aren't educated to the fact that if you have a residence, rather, it don't necessarily have to be like a home that you own or you rent. You can live with, you can live at a facility or you can live with somebody that has an interest in your livelihood. If you have that, then you could qualify for things that's out here. They have, organizations, nonprofits, and even, generally those who want to help, who may be in a position to help, but they're only limited to a certain amount of dollars that they can, shell out. Like, but once you have that behind you, then we can start coming up with these solutions and not having, people who are, disenfranchised, those who are unfortunate, those who are on the street, homeless, and this, that, and the third. But, and like, ultimately, I don't see the thrill with these small amount of dollars because, like I said earlier, $10 is $10 to us, but $10 to y'all is like, 2 quarters rubbed together, man. Like, don't grow up, with this generation's mindset, like nobody can tell me better and I can rewrite my own rules. Well, you can, but at the end of the day, if you get caught, then now guess what? You're known for this. Now, your name gonna be synonymous with, guess what? He gave up a guaranteed 6 figures for a 2-figure bet.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and which is stupid. Because I don't care if it's 500K. I don't care if it's $1 million or 600 million or 600 million. It's still wealth. It might not. It like the average person takes years to make 500K. Like years on top of years.
Yeah.
To make 500K.
Some people don't even make that.
Yeah, at all in their lifetime. And you pissing it away. And I tell people, like, the average Joe, like, man, look at that shit and like, bruh, you know what I could do with that? You know how many people I could help with that? You know how many, you know how many people we can, how many homeless, like you said, help the homeless. You can help the mission. You can do all kind of things with that money, and y'all throwing it away for bets. You could have donated the money you bet to a mission, to a battered women's shelter. You know, they have stuff like that. You know, assisted living. You can help people who really need that, and y'all are up there pissing money away for what?
Now you went from being somebody that made money to being somebody that got to go get a regular 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might get. I'll wrestle a bitch in bitchamania.
Blessing from bitchmania. We out here. What's good with y'all?
We out here too.
Doc, you got a fan now. Doc, you got a fan now. Oh shit. First, Izzy got Brick. I had the German guy.
Brick. I have a fan.
Man, the Diabolical hater, you next. Lala got a whole bunch of fans. Doc Eric, guys, Miss Bitch. Man, look, they most clean, the cleanest cut person out here got a fan called Miss Bitch. Like the one that rarely curses on there got somebody named Miss Bitch.
I never seen Doc blush.
Wow.
This is funny. Bro.
This is hilarious.
You should miss Brick.
Brick thought you were handsome. That's why. Me, Natasha, the bitch of wrath, leads you to the path of success. Okay. Natasha, the bitch.
There you go.
Much respect to Natasha, the bitch.
Hey.
Whoever you pray to. Amen. Amen.
Yes.
Whoever you pray to. That makes you feel better. Hey, she still, look, Miss Bitch is still better than Rangel. Rangel was
oh my God.
Chicken. That's Mr. Chicken. Chicken. Chicken nuggets. I'm telling you, I'm making a shirt that says chicken nuggets.
What was the dude that used to come on and the German dude, right? The one that if you let me on camera, I'll smoke a cigarette and shave my head. Huh? What?
Man, YouTube be having some people, bro. I don't know, man. Look, I can't control YouTube. That's another land there. I can't control who speaks to us. I thank Miss Bitch for commenting. Tell all your bitches, please come watch us. Doc Eric could be here every Friday. Bring all the bitches.
I'm here.
Like, it sounds bad, but she's from Bitch Mania, so I mean, we and Doc are married. So
new T-shirt, Doc and his bitches.
Doc and his bitches. son. Wait till I tell Lala that Doc and his bitches.
You gotta say it all together. You gotta say it all together.
Yeah, Doc and his bitches.
Bitch and bitch mania means bravery, strength. Cool.
All right.
All right.
Yes,
cool.
indeed.
She might be some diesel girl.
Hey, Snoop. Glad you didn't let that crowd it. See, look, here you go, Izzy. Or you can't control YouTube. We have a saying in Bitch Mania: be strong like bitch. Okay.
With the emojis too?
With the emoji. With the emoji.
Flex muscle?
Yeah. I tell you, sports world is bad. We talk about Bitch Mania. I'm just saying. Didn't know that was such a place. But hey.
Well, y'all know we are
for all the fellas out there always asking us what the bitches at. They're Bitch Mania.
There we go. Send us a map.
So look, sometimes next time your friends come to you, hey, what the bitches at? In Bitch Mania. Doc and his bitches.
Man,
yo, if I hit the lottery, we flying to Bitch Mania.
Yes.
Yo.
Trip.
No.
I don't know if Doc's wife is gonna let him or HR gonna let me go to Bitch Mania.
We won't tell them.
That definitely ain't sliding with Mrs. Doc.
We won't tell them.
Boy, my wife is like a detective, boy. She'll find out what Bitch Mania is, man. You crazy?
Pull out this globe right now. But like, hold on, where we at?
I ain't telling.
Is she president of Bitch Mania? Who president of Bitch Mania? I don't know.
Natasha.
Yeah, I guess Natasha is. I got all the patron saint of Bitch Mania.
Angelica Stanko.
No, the president of Bitch Mania is Angelica Stanko. God, this is going left, bro.
That's funny as hell.
Man,
it's always nice to be able to interact with people, though. It does make it even fun.
Look, son, Thursday supposed to be the Wild Show, not Friday. I guess Friday's going over. Doc is a pimp. Doc got the natural pimp genes. Doc and his bitches.
The game is to be sold, not told.
Doc's pimp hand is strong.
Whoa, man. Doc and his bitches. Look,
that's funny.
Tell me how Bitch Mania is. I can't go.
Come on, we doing on a podcast on the island of Bitch Mania. Come on.
Where is Bitch Mania even located? We need to know clear direction so Doc can beat his bitches.
Doc said, I ain't going nowhere. Doc says, you keep saying my name with Bitch Mania. My wife's about to come in here and strangle me.
No, look, she can read the comments. I will go through all comments, man. This is a record. We have a prop. Look, this is being recorded.
Yep.
We got a record. You run the tape back. You know Doc good at that. He'll run the tape back.
We good.
Doc
he'll turn around and erase it.
Can't erase it.
Yeah, I ain't got that access.
Can't erase
I'm not the Patriots.
It's not my fault that it has made Doc the new Pope of Bitch Mania. I don't know.
The Pope.
I get a mobile too. I get the glass, the bulletproof glass.
You even get that funky hat.
Player. Man, I'm going to go find that clip. I'm going to go find that clip and do this part.
Player. Pimp the pimp. So
well, thank you, Miss Rich. You bundles.
We marking it right here.
Thank you, Miss Bitch.
That was cool.
I needed that laugh. And it wasn't disrespectful. Even though we said bitch a lot, it wasn't disrespectful though. It was funny. I like comments like that. That was actually funny. That was funny. Like, I gotta say, that's one of the good ones. That was good.
Yeah, it's not one of the weird ones.
It wasn't weird. I was kind of confused when I first saw the thing, and then it kept going. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. It was actually funny. So YouTube finally not a weird one. They gave us a funny one. Finally, no weird shit where we like block.
Weird or racist?
Yeah, or
Right.
We've had those too.
We used to get that a lot, man. That shit used to be bad.
When last time that we did we mentioned our sponsor, our one sponsor that we do have.
You talk about Freedom?
Freebird.
Freebird.
Yeah, they're not a sponsor anymore. That the partnership ran out. It's okay. We don't say it. That's all right. We had a sponsor though. We had one. It's good. Though.
We needed.
I still use Freedom Grooming. I still use it. I still like the razor, but they had to give other people. They're doing a rotating master thing. So
they needed to sponsor all of us though. Because I would have, if they would have thrown one of those razors at me, I would have stayed bald too.
Yeah, they were giving me free stuff, man. I miss that. It costs money. That shit costs a lot of money, but it's worth it. So I gotta say, I thank Freedom Grooming for that. We always on the look for another one. So I'll let you know with the next one if we get another one. I'm always on the look for it.
Doc is sponsored by Bitch Mania.
Yeah, and Miss Bitch is talking again. Nope, we don't talk about race in Bitch Mania.
Okay.
We don't discriminate in Bitch Mania. Bitch Mania seemed like a very progressive place.
Yeah.
Very progressive.
And it's funny because she came to a podcast that's mixed.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm saying I'm not Americano.
That's great.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Bitch Mania.
Making it weird, really.
Thanks for the input.
Yeah, I really like it, and I like the comments. Keep them flowing, because the more comments we get, the more we fuck up the algorithm, and they push us up to the top. It's not about how many people watch; it's about how many comments. So it looks like we're very interactive.
Comments and likes, right? Likes and hearts and shit like that.
Yeah, that's
hit the heart button as many times as you can. Yeah,
please. If you have all the bitches hit the hearts for Doc Eric.
There we go.
All the hearts for Doc Eric. I want to see. Come on, show us a heart for Doc.
Give us a heart.
Give us a heart for Doc. Like, subscribe. You see more of Doc Eric. Bring all the bitches next time. So we have Miss Bitch, Mr. Bitch, this bitch, that bitch, over there bitch. I mean, all of them. No rednecks, no blue necks, none of that bullshit. Oh yeah.
Nope.
That's kind of
we don't see color here. We see ignorance.
That's a gnarly picture right there. I'll tell you that. I'm looking at the profile pic. Really good. Oh yeah, I love the hearts.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh boy, Doc. Look at my boy Doc, man. That's what I'm talking about. There we go, man. I like it.
Tell a friend to tell a friend, Miss Bitch. The more people that we have watch us, the better it is for us.
I could give the honorific title of Dr. Bitch to Eric. I don't know if he wants to be known as Dr. Bitch.
Definitely no on that, but okay.
I just think he likes to be called Doc. He can leave the bitch off.
Maybe Doctor of the Bitches, but not Doc Bitch.
Of the bitches. In Bitch Mania. We got to make it like that so Doc don't get in trouble, man. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say Doctor of the Bitches and his wife walk in and it'd be like, oh shit. The Glock Part 2. Next time, it's not in my household.
If not, the Glock Part 2 is going to be the Frying Pan Part 1.
Well, yeah, or the Frying Pan Part 1, the rolling pin.
A rolling pin.
Hey,
we don't need her to get knocked in the head like the Rock hit Kim Shamrock. You gonna hear that ping?
That's it.
I do not want that. I want that to happen.
And she's gonna come in the camera and say he's no longer on your podcast.
Yeah, they lose Doc. Okay, there it is, Doctor of Bitches.
100.
There we go.
Well,
definitely tell people in your kingdom so they can come watch us.
Yes, tell all the bitches that the Doctor of Bitches is here on Venom and Smoke podcast.
Wow.
Free checkups.
Yo.
He'll make sure none of those bitches have VD.
There we go. the scratch and sniff. The scratch and sniff test.
I'm just saying, man. I'm gonna rewatch from 156 on. Man, wow. That's all I gotta say is,
man. Wow. Guys, all off our sports.
I mean, Mr. Bitches over here got us off our.
Hey. We handle
albino bitches. How y'all feel about albino bitches?
Hey, if y'all don't see no race and y'all progressive, hey, everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome to the kingdom of bitches.
We welcome all bitches.
Come on, come on.
He said, "Bitch Mania better than P Valley."
What?
Okay, now we gotta calm it down. We gotta calm it down.
Yeah, you bad people.
We got a kid in the room. Thank you for Mania. Thank y'all from the kingdom of Mania. I'm not gonna say that word again. We have a kid in the room. Spencer,
say hi
bring out the
people,
shout outs. Look, on to the shout outs.
That's Baby Doc.
Baby Doc.
And look at this.
What we looking at? What your shout out is? Who you want to say hi to?
Hey, take out my thumb.
Say hi to your thumb.
Mania in Baltimore forever. So they close to Baltimore. So
oh, Maryland. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. Big up. But Lil Doc, what you got to say, Lil Doc?
What you got, Lil Doc?
For right now.
Make you big, Lil Doc.
I don't know for right now.
You don't know for right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. I'll take over.
Say what's up for the hardcore, man. Come on, say something, man. Come say something.
Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
There you go. I'll take that.
Hey.
D, good job, Lil Doc. Yeah. But per usual, shouting out. On a somber note, and I can share with the world. I recently lost my grandmother this past Tuesday, so I might have seen a little out of it, but coming on the show was really that relief. Got my mind in a good place because I know my grandmother's in a good place, and there's no suffering, none of that. You don't have to be on this side where it's 90 degrees and it feel like 110,
Yeah,
so,
I'm died, though.
I'm appreciative of this platform and letting me, have this peace of mind and having my little ace right here on my side and just giving me moments and where I can smile and laugh again, because it was a rough one this week. Make it short and sweet for it this week.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Much love, Doc, man, to you and your family, bro.
Definitely. I'll get that out of the way first. It's hard when you lose somebody and, she was the matriarch. of your family. And, you know, I just, you know, I wish there was a way to even make you feel better, but I know that that's hard. And I'm glad that we have this here to just let go of our real lives for a minute and
Yes.
be able to just laugh and enjoy each other's company. You know, I've known you guys for about a year, and, you know, you've always been, you know, legit, you know, never, you know, never a problem. Always the chemistry between the three of us is really good. When Izzy was on, it was good as well. When Nasty decides to come out of the woods, it's good as well. We work well together, and I'm glad that we have this platform. And I'm also glad that I was able to meet you guys so we could continue to do this and hopefully expand and grow and get better. You know, definitely shout out is Lala's Empire. I shout it out all the time. If you know her, if you don't, look her up on all social media. She does some good videos, very interesting stuff that she puts out there, and she's part of the family. And that's what I consider this my weekend family, you know. This is who I interact with and who helps me get along, you know, get along in the week when things aren't going well. So I definitely shout you guys out for, you know, always either posting something in the chat to make me laugh, or, you know, we jumping on Nasty because of CP3, you know, stuff like that. It does make life go so much better. And, you know, anybody that's new that's here, or any of the old people that have been watching us, you know, tell a friend, because this is only going to get better and better as the chemistry grows and grows between the three of us and really the five of us. Because we do a lot of shows that we jump on the wrestling show and we put in our 2 cents. So, you know, my thing basically, you know, I want to really send my condolences, Eric, because I know how it is to lose a grandparent, you know, and how hard it is. And for you to be here and being able to participate the way you have just shows how strong of a person you really are.
I appreciate that, brother.
All right, man. I guess it's time for me to close it out. Oh man, I thank y'all, man, for joining. I like to go through the list of people who joined us today. Definitely thank you, Mrs. B. I can't see your name because there's a kid in the room. Izzy, of course, man. You know, Anthony, man, Dominic, you know, from, you know, Toxic Masculinity Issues podcast. Definitely check them out. They showed us love today by coming on. Definitely check out Toxic Masculinity Issues podcast, or TMI podcast, on all streaming services. So please, you know, go check them out. Go tell them Venom and Smoke sent you when you go over there. They are a hilarious group. So please go check them out. And for Doc, man, like I said, it's hard. I lost 2 people close to me in like months apart.
You did.
Loss is never easy. And days, you know, some days you're gonna be okay and some days you're not. But I made this platform for this as an outlet, as a therapy of sorts. We talk about sports, then we mix in other stuff with sports. And I'm glad we could make you laugh today. It was something for Mrs. B to come here. Miss B to come to make you laugh, because it made all of us laugh. I was tired. I was drained. I didn't have energy today, but I saw you on here, and I'm like, man, cool. We got to do it. And for you to come on the show after a tragedy, man, look, that's, you know, that means a lot to me. And the Miss B had me laughing. I'm like, I'm in a better mood now than I was when I started, and it's great. It was a great show, man. And I just wanted to keep growing. Like, I just wanted to keep growing, because if we grow, man, we can help other people with this platform. And that's why I tell people, I shout out people. That's why I do shout outs. Shout out everybody who's involved with this platform. Shout out to the fans, man. I like, without y'all, man, tuning in, man, we probably wouldn't have been doing this right now, man. And like, to your point, Jay, what made me bring you in to the fold is because y'all too, I brought y'all in because y'all was the most loyal. Y'all was on every show that we did. I said, shit, I need some more people. Why not get people that watch the show instead of trying to go find somebody else that I know or this? Y'all watch the show. Same with Lala. Lala was always watching the show. I said, well, come on. Come on. And she was shocked when I asked.
Man, and
most people do podcasts with people they know. I knew Eric from school. It's the only one I really know. Everybody else, I didn't know. So it's what makes it unique, because it's people from different states, people from different nationalities. It's perfect. And like I tell you, it's not another platform like this that takes fans and bring them on, and then they be a part of it, and then we grow. And that's what I want us to keep doing. We grow, and we're gonna keep growing. And like I said, we're gonna keep trying to put smiles on people's faces who watch this show, because that's what I made it for. And I didn't make it to be the star. At the time, I'm like, man, I don't want to even do all the shows, but I'm the only one who know how to click the buttons. That's why I do both shows. Sometimes I just be like, I just want to chill. But I get on, I put on my best face forward so everybody else can shine, so everybody have a time and do it. So I appreciate everybody. And we also have new merch out. And as I put the link in the thing, and that celebrate the 3 years of us being together. It's just like I say, I just had to do that to show, hey, we've been together 3 years. Most people give up on their dreams when they don't hit it big in the first year. And I'm proud, like I said, I'm proud that we sticking together. Even though Nasty dipped out on us and went on the woods, we still, for the most part, kept our core together. So I am proud of that part of our podcast. And I just hope we do many more years of this, because I enjoy it. And it's organic. And I tell people this whole thing is organic. I don't come with a script. It's not scripted. No, we didn't make up Miss B. That's somebody we didn't even know.
No idea.
I would like to know how she found it.
On YouTube, if you look at my the description, I put hashtags.
Oh, okay.
So each hashtag, it'll pop up if you choose your hashtag. It'll come up if you search something. So I learned that if you put like hashtag in NFL, hashtag this, it comes up no matter what you do. It pops up, and that's how certain people find us. And some good, some bad, but hashtags are your friend.
Hashtags do it.
Yeah, so I try to keep it like sports related, and don't put nothing else in there. Then yes, we get a lot of bad thing. But like I say, Miss B, you welcome to come back anytime and bring all your friends with you. This definitely was hilarious. And man, just want to shout out my wife. Man, she was having a tough time, and I had to give her a pep talk, before she went to work. And just want to shout her out for just being strong and keeping me on my toes, and keep helping me, pushing me to be greater. So, and shout out to the wives of the show, and even the dog and animals of the show, and the children of the show. Shout out everybody dealing with the show. The mamas, the daddies, everybody who is with the show. I appreciate y'all. We will be back Thursday with the wrestling show after Money in the Bank. We're not doing the Money in the Bank thing because that's too early in the morning, or too early, So we'll do
Let's start at 3,
something like that, and I gotta go. Speaking of grandparents, I gotta go visit my grandma, and she has early onset of Alzheimer's, so I'm trying to be there with her as long as I can. So I have to go over there, and I'm trying to make sure she enjoy the twilight years.
Yes.
Being there, because I don't want to be, she goes somewhere and then, I'm like, well, I should have been over there more. So I try to go over there every weekend to go visit with her and talk with her and sit with her. So that's why I can't do the show tomorrow after Money in the Bank. So I'm gonna be over there. But we definitely gonna be back Thursday with the wrestling show. Let me see what date. Nope. Okay, it's not the 11th. We got to think about when my anniversary is. My anniversary is on the 11th. Oh, okay. So
you playing with fire. You better remember that day.
I remember the date. I don't remember the date. I remember the date. I can't forget 7-11.
Okay.
Speaking of betting, 7-11. That's the crap. That's my doggone way to do my anniversary. 7-11. But yeah, so I'm in the clear on that one. So we'll have a wrestler show Thursday, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, Pacific, 5:30, I think it is. Mountain Time, 6:30. So I don't know the other times. We'll be back for that, and then we also will be back Friday for this show. 7:30, 8:30, 6:30, 5:30. Same thing. And we'll be back. So, Mrs. B, bring all your friends. The Mrs. B, don't beat Izzy too bad so he can be back.
Yes.
Thursday.
Yo, if we get a harem of the Mrs. B brings all her friends, Izzy might want to come back on the show.
You try to go back to Fridays.
He was like, I'm going back on Fridays.
I'm going back to Fridays. Hey, man.
Oh, man.
And he gonna get beat.
On camera.
Terrible.
Oh, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. This is Bo Young. You got the Diabolical Hater J. Lil Doc. Big Doc. Doc of all the women. Of Women Mania. And for everybody else at home, we'll see y'all later. Peace. We out.
Peace.
Have a safe weekend. Hey, don't do all that drinking on the 4th of July and all that stuff. So y'all be safe for this holiday weekend.
Definitely that.
And definitely don't give fireworks to people in wheelchairs. We don't need another backup. Put it in reverse, Terry. We don't need that.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
And always remember, forget Brett Favre. Forget Brett Favre.
Yes.
Forget Brett Favre.
Forget Brett Favre. Thank you. We out.
Peace out.
Peace it out. You peace it out. Peace it out. That's what I'm talking about. That's my man's right there. You did good. No?
And if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on Not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line.
And we're talking echelon. It's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No.
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets fanned their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.